You know what's wrong with the world today? Today's youth doesn't understand the magnitude of Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, and Britney Spears' tumultuous friendship. They were frenemies, if you will. People are always talking about society is experiencing a downfall, the world is messed up, and I think it's solely because we don't talk about this friendship triangle enough. I'm here to educate you. Welcome to history class, bitch. Hey, it's Lucas. Welcome back to the Chan Chan. Today on Lucas Cruikshank's History of Tea, let's all take a time machine and go back a decade and a half to the magical year of 2006. This was the Holy Trinity's heyday. They were tabloid goddesses, partying, fighting, hijacking cars, sex tapes. Everything that everyone aspires to do, they were doing. 2006 was also the year that the iconic smash Smack That by Akon topped the charts. Everything since then has been straight up downhill. So you're probably wondering how three icons came to be friends and later enemies. Let's dive in, hoes. History itself began late at night in May 2006 at Hyde nightclub in Hollywood, California. Lohan was seen at this club canoodling with Paris Hilton's ex-boyfriend, a Greek billionaire guy. They're fighting over him. The tea, sis. Which prompted Paris Hilton to participate in this paparazzi video.
We don't care. What?
You'll notice Paris Hilton whispered into her friend's ear. It's unclear what she whispered, but immediately after that whisper, he said this to the paparazzi.
And she's got a fire crotch that all you guys would of course suck because you're f***ing desperate.
It appears that Paris instructed her friend to call Lindsay Lohan a fire crotch. Listen, I've never understood the insult fire crotch. Gingers are awesome. People with red hair are amazing. Calling them a fire crotch, that's so 2006. If I grew pubic hair that resembled fire, that would be the best thing about me. Redheaded people are amazing. If you're a redhead, I love you. The video continues and Paris feeds him some more insults.
All right. And he has freckles. I think she's worth about 7 million, which means she's really poor.
I am broke as f***. So before this incident, Paris and Lindsay were acquaintances, but this incident made them frenemies. When this paparazzi video hit the media, America blew up. Everyone was freaking out, the economy crashed. I'm pretty sure America lost electricity for about 72 hours because of the stir craziness that this incident caused. Paris quickly did damage control, claiming that her friend's words didn't reflect her views on her good friend, Lindsay Lohan. When Lohan was prompted to comment on the incident, she informed Elle magazine that she refuses to watch the video. She's not going down to their level. And she even subtly threw shade at Paris's pornographic past by proclaiming, obviously Paris is very comfortable making videos. The tea! She also informed the magazine that not only did Paris and her drunk as friend insult Lindsay to paparazzi, they also later that night prank called her and insulted her via fake voices. 2006. Lindsay Lohan tried to stay above the drama through magazines, but in real life, she told a different story.
This is a video that Paris Hilton, and I'm saying this on tape, she hit me last night for no reason apparently at my friend's house, and I didn't know she'd be there, and she hit me, and she hit me with a drink and poured it all over me, and it hurts.
Lindsay Lohan informed paparazzi that Paris assaulted her with a drink. It still hurts. She said it happened the night before, but like she's still holding her arm because it still hurts 24 hours later, and it's not okay.
Lindsay, tell them the truth. Paris never, Lindsay, she's my friend, everyone lies about everything, she's a nice person.
So that video statement earlier today was wrong?
Waiting in the car. She never did that, she's a good girl.
What kind of bad shit craziness are we experiencing? Lindsay told the paparazzi, Paris hit me, it's not okay. And then later was like, she never hit me, everyone's lying. We're friends, why doesn't everyone just leave us alone? Needless to say, the United States of America was shook and didn't know whose side to pick. More than any presidential election, America was split on whether they were Team Lindsay or Team Paris. Even families separating, couples divorcing were reported throughout this tumultuous time.
Paris
Lindsay loves Paris.
I love her.
Come on, dirty gay.
Oh my god, Lindsay Lohan is Jesus Christ. So thankfully the Instagram Paris 2000s put together that collage of the Lindsay Lohan paparazzi moments. That was in 2006, and a decade and a few years later, Paris is still not over it because she commented on that post, #pathological liar. We all thought the steak-filled beef had cooled down, but Paris's recent comments say otherwise. The thick beef is still hot, spicy, and ready to be devoured. You're probably all wondering, when does Britney enter the picture? This is when. Paris and Britney Spears were seen strutting out of a nightclub.
Where's the Mercedes? It's not here yet? They said it was here.
How did it pull it up?
There seemed to be a little bit of drama because Paris thought her Mercedes had pulled up in front of the club, but it hadn't. She was mad and stormed back inside. The Mercedes vehicle finally pulled up in front of the club, so they walked out again. So Paris and Britney get into her Mercedes vehicle, and then seemingly out of nowhere, Lindsay Lohan walks out from the shadows and joins them in the car. The holy trinity was formed.
Oh, this is classic.
It only lasted one night, but it was enough to form a whole religion. There is a religion based around their friendship. I created it. So far, I'm the only member, but I'm looking for others. Let's take over the world, bitches. It seemed to the public that Paris and Lindsay and Britney were all getting along. They were the best friends that anyone could have. They were soul sister bitches. But all of this took a turn in May 2007 when Paris went to jail for 5 whopping days. While Paris was in jail, Lindsay went to rehab. After her jail experience, Paris went on Larry King Live, where she threw some subtle sister shade at Lindsay Lohan.
Did anyone ever think that you had to go to rehab?
No, not at all.
Do you visit people in rehab who are your friends?
I don't have any friends in rehab.
What did she say?
I don't have any friends in rehab.
She doesn't have any friends in rehab? What about Lindsay? America finally was relaxed. They knew Paris and Lindsay and Britney were all friends, but because of Paris's recent comments in this Larry King Live interview, America was thrown over like a pile of bricks once again. Nobody could relax. Several people lost it because we were all so scared. Well, why aren't they friends? Huh? The American public finally could relax on July 4th of that same year because the duo Paris and Lindsay were spotted celebrating the USA together underneath a sky full of fireworks. They ate hot dogs together. They sang the national anthem together. They motorboated one another. And America could finally sleep at night peacefully. A full year later, they were seen partying together. All is good. Great. They're still friends a year later. Wonderful. Fantastic is what everyone was thinking. The president at the time actually did a national speech and said, listen, no matter what happens, Paris and Lindsay are friends. Let's all just be thankful for that. To make matters even better, Paris told a magazine in 2009 that she saw Lindsay Lohan a month ago and she was really sweet and seemed really happy. Everything was great between them for a couple years, but it all went to shit once again. What? In May 2011, Paris Hilton threw some major shade at Lindsay Lohan in her reality show. Take a look, ho.
And I'm gonna tell them that this is
I am not her.
I thought you were supposed to be in rehab.
No, I'm not Lindsay.
If I were Lindsay, I'd be stealing the earrings, not giving them away.
What? She threw Lilo in the puddle of 3 days old Diet Coke on the side of the sidewalk on a New York summer day. Humidity is high. She did that. In 2013, things didn't get better. The thick beef was back on the stove top with the burner on, as Paris's brother took to social media to claim he got into a huge physical fight, all at the expense of Lindsay Lohan, to which Paris Hilton commented, Lindsay will pay for what she did. No one fucks with my family and gets away with it. Nobody's really sure what truth that whole situation held because the whole debacle ended and no charges were filed against Lindsay or the person that Paris's little brother got into a physical fight with. There were no lawsuits added to the teapot. It's been about half a decade since any Paris and Lindsay drama has happened, but in 2019, the drama is back on the stovetop. Remember the iconic Holy Trinity night we mentioned earlier? Paris had some comments about that night.
It was just Britt and I out, and then she just like chased us to the car and got in. She wasn't invited.
Paris claims that Lindsay walked into her car with no invite, which to her defense kind of looks to be true.
I've known her since I was 15. Please, stop
Lindsay, right here.
make us hate each other.
Oh, this is classic.
Because Lindsay came out of nowhere. She appeared like a ghost and just strutted into Paris's Mercedes with confidence that I wish to garner. Lindsay caught wind of Paris's comments and she did defend herself.
You do
But I
remember
just
that
haven't
night.
seen her in years, and that's not the story. So let's just pass on.
Right. Well, let me
I'm
ask you
not here to
this.
talk about Paris.
I know, but she made it seem like she didn't even know how you got home that night.
Maybe she
was
doesn't
like,
remember it.
There
End
you
of
go.
story.
Right. Okay.
Lindsay is claiming that's not how that night happened. People always say every story has 3 sides. Your side, the other person's side, and Britney's side. So really, all we need is Britney Spears to comment on this night and all the tea will be settled. What actually happened, Britney? Tell everyone. She's the third party in the situation who can spill all of the tea. Take the beef off the stovetop and throw it out the window for good. Britney, you know what to do. Well, thank you guys for coming along on this spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell so you never miss another video like this. You won't want to miss out. At this point, you're probably wondering, Lucas, what's your opinion? Whose side are you on? And I'll tell you, don't you worry. I have to take the side Team Lindsay for no other reason than that I love The Parent Trap. That movie was my shit. It still is my shit. I've probably seen it 100 times. Remember the scene in The Parent Trap where Lindsay cuts the other Lindsay's hair in their cabin? I was so into the movie that I cut my little sister's hair with scissors. It looked really bad. My mom was pissed. In Lindsay Lohan we trust. And with that, I'm gonna go, bitch. Bye.